Well, the court haven't even established jurisdiction. I mean, in order for jurisdiction, the jurisdiction has to be established first. I'm confused about what's actually going on. First off, who's alleging these charges? That's what I'm curious about. There's
You
a
don't have
common law principle which states that for there to
it.
be a crime, there must be a victim. Corpus delicti. The state cannot be the injured party. And in the absence of a victim, there can be no crime.
I'm going to hold Mr. Garner in contempt of court. He is directly violating the court's order.
All right, guys, this judge snaps on a smug sovereign citizen, and it's honestly kind of hilarious. This guy's in court facing 17 charges. Yeah, 17. And still thinks shouting, "I don't recognize the authority of this court," will magically make them disappear. He's got the whole sovereign script locked in and just won't stop talking, no matter how many times the judge shuts him down. Is he delusional? Or just trying to stall for a retrial? Either way, buckle up, because this sovereign citizen, meltdown is pure courtroom chaos.
Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning.
What is your middle name? Can you remove your hat, please? And your scarf. What is your middle name, Mr. Garner?
Errol.
Earl?
No.
Mr. Garner, do you want to offer on these or do you want to go to trial?
I would like to know what the charges are.
Okay. This is the city of Detroit versus James Earl Garner. Case number SP 11004335, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 11695. Those are driving license expired, misdemeanor, no insurance, insurance misdemeanor. Thank you. And an improper plate misdemeanor. All of them punishable by maximum possible penalty of 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines. SP 1169507, counts 1 and counts 2, expired license and no insurance misdemeanor, both punishable by 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines. SP 1169521, same improper plates, same punishment, $500 and 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines, maximum possible penalty. SP 1223079, driver license suspended. SP 1273761, SP 1292751. 3 of those tickets are all punishable by 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines. SP 1547006, counts 1, counts 2, and counts 3. Those are civil infractions. SP 1547407, counts 1 and counts 2. Count 1 being a driver license suspended repeat offender. This one is in warrant status, probably an old case that he didn't pay. SP 800104, counts 1 and counts 2. 1 being an unregistered untitled. He owes $1,194 on that. And SP and count 2 of that is a drove while licensed improper. It looks like he has a $114 fine on that. State of Michigan versus James Earl Garner, case number SX 36268561. That is a drove while license expired. And that will be $500 maximum possible penalty, 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines. Appearance for the record, please.
Sherika Harris on behalf of Mr. Garner. Mr. Garner, please state your name for the record.
First off, I do have a couple.
You got to state your name first. You got to state your name first.
No,
Let's start there.
Wait a minute, Ms. Harris. Wait a minute, Ms. Harris. I think Mr. Garner is going to represent himself. Am I correct, Mr. Garner?
I'm representing myself in what? I mean,
So this guy's facing 17 charges and now suddenly decides he doesn't need a lawyer. Makes total sense, right? Honestly, I'm seriously curious. How do sovereign citizens even get to this mindset? Is there some secret underground seminar where they all learn to say, "I do not consent to be governed," and just hope for the best? It's wild. The law literally gives you the right to a lawyer, and this guy's like, nah, I got this, while standing in front of a judge who's clearly had enough of this nonsense. I mean, are they finding this stuff on YouTube? Maybe even stumbling across my videos and thinking, yeah, that'll work. Spoiler alert, it won't. I've never seen a sovereign citizen win a single case. Ever. Anyway, let's dive back in and watch this train wreck unfold.
I'm confused about what's actually going on. First off, who's alleging these charges? That's what I'm curious about.
State of Michigan, City of Detroit.
Okay, well, if that's the case, there's a common law principle which states that for there to be a crime, there must be a victim. Corpus delicti. The state cannot be the injured party. And in the absence of a victim, there can be no crime.
We want to do it.
Withdrawing my name from the record on that one. Thank you.
I know. How do you want to proceed, Mr. Garner? You set the matter. I'll enter a not guilty plea on his behalf. Give him a $0 bond. Either set the matter for trial, or I'll wait for the city to give you an offer. What do you want to do?
Well, the court hasn't even established jurisdiction. I mean, in order for jurisdiction, the jurisdiction has to be established first, and there's no jurisdiction established. And once jurisdiction is challenged, that must be settled before charges can be brought.
All right. Do you want to put that in a motion, sir?
As far as I'm concerned, any and all charges must be dismissed because there is no complaining witness, and the state cannot be.
I'm not gonna listen. If that's your motion, I'm gonna deny the motion. Okay. So all we're gonna do now, we're not gonna keep going back and forth. Either you take an offer or you set the matter for trial. Which one do you want?
Respectfully, in order for this to continue, there must be a complaining witness, and the state cannot be a complaining witness. Now, if I'm entitled to a fair trial, the law states there must be a victim. I'm just requesting, who is the victim? Who did I injure?
The citizens of the city of Detroit and the state of Michigan are the victims.
The state cannot be a victim. And if that's the case,
I said the citizens of the city of Detroit and the state of Michigan are the victims.
If that's the case,
Mr. Garner, can we just go into a breakout room and then maybe I can give you a little bit of advice to assist you with moving forward? Would you be agreeable to that?
Sure.
Okay, awesome.
Saying respectfully right before going full hostile on the judge? Yeah. That's not how that word works. This guy's completely out of line, and honestly, Judge Perkins really needs to step in. At this point, the sovereign citizen is practically running the courtroom, making up rules, talking over the judge, acting like he's in charge. And look, I know I rant about Zoom courts a lot. Yes, they save money, but when it comes to sovereign citizens, you need them in person. This whole tough guy, law doesn't apply to me act usually dies the moment they're in a real courtroom. For most of these guys, the performance just doesn't survive face-to-face reality. What do you think? Should the judge be more forceful, or is he handling it right? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Now let's dive back in.
I believe he's ready, Your Honor. He's representing himself.
Let's go back on the record with Garner. What do you want to do, Mr. Garner? Do you want a trial date, or you want an offer? Those are really your only two options.
Okay, since we are on the record, all I'm asking for is the
Okay, one last time. Now listen, here's how it's gonna go from this point on. If you don't answer the question that I asked specifically, then I'm gonna hold you in contempt of court, and we're gonna move from that point on, right?
So you're telling me,
Mr. Garner, we're not gonna have a conversation. Stop, sir. Now, that's the last time I'm gonna ask you to.
On the law. Is that what I'm hearing?
All right.
I'm asking.
hold Mr. Garner in contempt of court. He is directly violating the court's order. I've asked him repeatedly to not interfere or add any extra commentary to this case. I've given him ample time to answer the court's question, and he continues to refuse to do so. So now I'm going to hold you in contempt, and I'm going to sentence you to 30 days Wayne County Jail. No early release.
So that means that the court is just going to violate my rights because I'm defending myself? Is that what I'm hearing?
30 days, Wayne County Jail, no early release. That'll give you some chance and some time to read up on your rights, okay? Fill out the contempt papers, Madam. So I'm going to order you to turn yourself in today, Mr. Garner, to start that jail time, okay?
So I have a question.
I'm not answering any more of your questions. Turn yourself in to the Wayne County Jail today.
So the court is going to be in direct violation of my rights in the law. Is that where we're standing?
That's how you feel. Have a good day, sir.
Now that's more like it. Judge Perkins almost never hands out contempt, so it was honestly refreshing to see him finally put his foot down, even if it was a little overdue. I mean, come on, the guy was straight up pushing every boundary he could. He had it coming. Perkins had to remind him who runs the courtroom, and I don't blame him one bit. Now, the sovereign citizen's crying about his rights being violated, which is always the fallback move once they realize they've backed themselves into a corner. It's funny how the same people who ignore court orders are the first to scream. A rights violation the second they get called out. Like, dude, you made the mess. Don't blame the judge for cleaning it up. It's wild that they still think this stuff works, especially when it never does. Where are they even getting these ideas from? Who's teaching them this nonsense? Honestly, it baffles me. Anyway, I want to know what you thought about this courtroom circus. Drop your takes in the comments. And if you're into breakdowns like this, hit that like button, subscribe for more, and as always, thanks for watching. Take care.